Numerology 1. Element fire. At their very essence, all things are one thing. One reflects the concept of singleness and unity with good, while difference and diversity is bad. In all religions, the very essence of belief is in one God. While Christianity holds to the concept of the Trinity, it also eventually leads back to the single one. Initially, one was not considered a number, as all other numbers are made of it, and it was looked upon as combining both opposites of even and odd along with all other opposites found in the universe. This led to the completion and perfection seen in the number 10, the completer of the series of the essentials, 1 to 9, which returned them to unity. 10 equals 1 plus 0 equals 1. Character traits: ambitious, daring, generous, fearless, dynamic. 1 is a dominating and exceptionally powerful personality. It is intensely original, creative and individualistic. 1 indicates an inspiring and inspired leader or pioneer. The individual is efficient, determined and does well at initiating a new project. Negative characteristics: arrogant, selfish, cold, bullying, manipulating. Numerology 2. Element water. The number 2, in the modern context, represents the bad. 2 is the natural opposite of 1, seen as goodness and God. However, no number should be seen as bad by itself, and context must be considered. Symbolically, the number could be interpreted as the use of pairs of pillars that signify the entrance to a holy vale or temple. The pentagram, when placed with a single point upward or turned upside down with 2 points upward, may signify the difference between the goodness of 1 and the badness of 2. In its symbolic interpretation, the symbol for 2 may be seen as the 2 horns of the devil's head. Character traits: mild-mannered, considerate, peacemaker, persuasive, charming. 2s are good at providing comfort to others but inclined to take up fads. They are good-natured, cooperative, understanding, sympathetic, good at keeping secrets and helpful. They get along well but are often timid and shy. They pay attention to detail and prefer a structured routine as long as it includes others as a part of the day. 2s are often worried by sudden changes or newness. Negative tendencies: petty, deceptive, hoarding, cruel, insincere. 2s are sometimes seen as unambitious and lacking in Christian numerology. The Trinity is very important and linked naturally with the perfect, most holy and best. Even before Christianity, 3 was linked to the superlative, and the Greeks translated it as superlatively great. The Latin translated it as happiest. The number 3 is related to God as providing a real or touchable surface. 4 further defines 3 when the 4th point adds solidity. Along with 7 and 9, 3 symbolizes completeness. Each of these numbers is thought to symbolize completeness due to a different reason. Character traits: creative, popular, confident, articulate, musical. 3 enjoys showing off and serving as the center of attention. These individuals thrive on admiration but may be more sensitive on the inside than shows on the exterior. They have a tendency to waste energy by working in several directions at once. They love pleasure and are sometimes wasteful of money. Negative tendencies: vain, dictatorial, self-indulgent, jealous. 3s can be superficial. 4 is the basis of all solid objects. 4 points are used in constructing the simplest solid, and thus 4 is the number symbolizing the way of construction. In many religions, 4 is seen as the number for earth, and representing the 4 elements: air, earth, water and fire. Character traits: honest, disciplined, practical, loyal, steady. 4s are seen as sensible, calm and practical. They are good at saving and managing money. They are seen as honest, courageous and ethical in their dealings. These individuals are reliable, responsible and extremely dependable. Negative tendencies: dull, crude, hateful, insensitive, melancholy. 4s may be seen as too conservative, overcautious, slow and plodding. They are sometimes suspicious of strangers or innovation. They are known to have a violent and quick temper. Element air. 5 is the number of male sexuality and attracted to many things but seldom held by any, leading to impulsiveness and impatience. 5s love change and excitement, so they are ready to seize any opportunity, making them aggressive and bold. These individuals hate to be tied down. The 5 senses /5 elements characterize the individual: touch /earth, water /taste, air /sound, fire /smell and light /sight. 5 represents the spirit exalted or resurrected from the body. 5 also represents man as a miniature image of his universe. Character traits: versatile, literary, curious, spontaneous, freedom-loving. 5s are resourceful and versatile, amusing and clever. They provide good company and are optimistic and good with words. Expect a lively and inquiring conversation along with an outgoing personality. 5s make both money and friends easily. They live for sensation and excitement. These individuals love change, travel, adventure and anything new. They hate being tied down and are thus impatient with conventions, laws and rules. Negative tendencies: self-indulgence related to sex, irritable, abusive. As 5s are attracted by practically everything, they are seen as sensualists and opportunists. They can be irritable, erratic, untidy. 6 is another perfect number. The factors of 6, 1, 2 and 3, add up to 6. A cube consists of 6 equal sides that open to form the shape of a cross. In Genesis, the work of creation by God is described as taking 6 days for completion of all of creation. Character traits: loving, magnetic, sociable, artistic, understanding. 6s enjoy peace between themselves and others. They desire equilibrium with other people. They value ease and comfort while enjoying things of beauty. They are natural peacemakers and negotiators. Negative tendencies: domestic tyrant, cynic, self-righteous, jealous. 6s can have a limited outlook, be gossipy, unreasonable and obstinate. Ancient religions often made references to the number 7. There were 7 virtues, 7 sacraments, 7 sins, 7 petitions and the 7 gifts of the Spirit, including holiness, knowledge, strength, cooperation, understanding and wisdom. 7 was also associated with the moon and thus a number symbolizing reflection as the moon reflects the light of the sun. The overall implication is that 7 is a magical number and persons or things to which it refers may be all-knowing, mystical or desire knowledge above all else. 7 signifies completeness gained through a true insight gained at the expense of isolation, aloofness and the expense of inward focus. 7 symbolizes completeness as do 3 and 9. Character traits: intuitive, refined, secretive, philosophical, probing. 7 is the symbol of the philosopher or mystic. The individual is somewhat aloof, but introspective and thoughtful. He or she tends to be meditative, quiet and intuitive. The individual has a global perspective. Negative tendencies: sarcastic, recluse, no depth, and earth. 8 is seen by esotericism as a symbol of a resurrection to a higher consciousness. It is seen to represent the eternal spiral motions of a cycle. The cyclic function of the figure 8 can represent a cycle of success and failure, indicating an organizational power. Since 8 is the double of 4, Earth, it implies intense involvement with material matters, such as commerce, industry, and making money. 8 symbolizes earthly power and success in the things of the world. Character traits: authoritative, conservative, executive ability, religious. 8s are ambitious for success, money, status and power. They may see big success or large failure. Individuals may be busy with worldly affairs and interested in seeing their dreams and desires materialized in the physical world. Their constant attempts to achieve success in these matters may lead them to avoid responsibility for their private lives. Numerology 9. Element fire. 9 is generally seen as a number indicating completeness. The human gestation period is 9 months and 9 is the end of the series of numbers. A complete circle is 360 degrees and 3 plus 6 plus 0 equals 9. Christ's life was completed and he died in the 9th hour. There are 9 groups of people called blessed in the Sermon on the Mount. 9 is seen as a number of initiation and is thus seen as prone to injury. 9 is a number of completion due to the fact that when multiplied by any other number, the sum of the result can always reduce to 9. Other numbers of completeness include 3 and 7, but the reasoning for their completeness is different. Character traits: humanitarian, courageous, competitive, resourceful, spiritual. Social causes, including the poor and the unfortunate. 9s can become inspired and inspire others to higher mental or spiritual achievement. They exhibit many interests and sympathies. 9s are known for their compassion and generosity, almost to a fault. They tend to be romantic and passionate. They are idealistic and high-minded with the ability to frequently and easily fall into and out of love. They love beauty in everything. Early life is often difficult, but determination and resourcefulness lead to success. 9s are intuitive, impressionable and very independent. Negative tendencies: impulsive, argumentative, heartless. Systems. 10 is a number of completion, representing completion, perfection and fulfillment. In the Kabbalah, the number 10 is the Morkuth, which is the kingdom of the tree of life, indicating the number is representative of the whole kingdom and its completion. As a number of completion, 10 also symbolizes closure. As a perfect combination of the energies 1 and 0, the information for 1 and 0 also apply. Character traits: 10 signifies a personality that may be powerful and dominating. 10s may be intensely original, creative and individualistic. They make inspired as well as inspiring leaders who are pioneers in their field. 10s are highly efficient, determined and good at beginning new projects. So 11 symbolizes moral courage, insightful visionaries, powerful teachers and inspiration of others. In addition, the 11th sign of the zodiac, Aquarius, stands for determination in helping others through pouring out one's faith as water and providing a vision to the otherwise parched world. Character traits: 11 vibrates the same as 2 but to a higher level with additional idealism and self-righteousness thrown together. Individuals are idealistic, visionary and intuitive. They are emotional and highly sensitive. They are very determined in completing tasks. With their determination, they also consider the thoughts of others. Rather than rational, they tend to be intuitive and thus are not always good in business where the clarity of rational thinking is more important. These individuals provide comfort to others, are good-natured and cooperative, understanding and sympathetic. They are good at keeping a secret, helpful and get along well with others. They prefer a settled routine as long as someone else is around. Disciples were powerful as teachers and inspired others. 12 is related to the number 7, another number of completeness. Both numbers are related to the numbers 3 and 4 when added or multiplied together. 12 also serves as a marriage of 10 and 2, thus signifying spiritual and physical perfection. Character traits: 12 vibrates similarly to 3 but is raised to a higher level and includes more self-righteousness and idealism. The character traits include an idealist, detached suspension between the physical and spiritual world. 12 indicates a highly emotional and sensitive individual who is very determined to complete tasks. The individual is good at providing comfort, good-natured and cooperative. He or she is understanding, sympathetic, helpful and good at keeping secrets. The individual normally gets along with others. He or she prefers a routine and likes details but craves the company of others. Negative 10. 22 is considered a master number that represents the 22 letters of the first Hebrew alphabet as well as the tree of life, the basis of most numerology. The 22 paths correspond to the letters to represent emanations from the divine creator of the universe, paths that lead from the top to stages and processes by which the universe was created. The paths were likely used by the original tarot designers to represent the trumps of the tarot. Thus, it is easy to recognize the power and completeness represented by 22. Character traits. The vibration of 22 includes the 4 vibrations at an extremely high level and pertains to the professional world more than to the physical labor world of 4. 22 is a grand builder and able to accomplish many great things on earth with others' help. 22 loves world peace and has practicality, common sense and the ability to organize. These individuals are full of ideas and ambitions. They are unconventional in both action and thought. Negative tendencies. 22s lack faith in others and often attempt to lead by controlling others and manipulation. This counts as the number of the avatar. It is dominated by nurturing and goodwill towards all things. The angelic figure Archangel Michael represents the symbolism behind the number in the form of protection and guidance. The strong emotional connections seen with this master number can lead a person to discover the power of healing through love. Character traits. 33 represents the qualities needed to nurture, such as caring, sacrificing, loving, and generosity. 33 also represents love and marriage, and unions in general. A person with this life path number desires to live a selfless life with unconditional love. Other traits seen are forgiveness, altruism, sympathy and many more. Negative tendencies. The ability to feel things